Hi, Ginger. This is your grandma, and I'm going to try to answer your questions. First of all, about whether I enjoy being with my grandchildren. And actually, when I think about it, there is probably nothing I enjoy more in life than being with my grandchildren. I have 9 grandchildren, ranging in age from 31 to 12. Of course, all of them don't live near me, so I don't get a chance to see them all regularly. But thank goodness for the internet. I've been able to keep in touch with them and see their important things happening, lots of photos, and I can share in their lives to some extent. And I did when they were younger, all of them, I saw much more. So how do I benefit from my children? How do I feel about being with my grandchildren, and how do I benefit? Well, I really enjoy being connected to their lives, and I learn more about ongoing life, how it is today, and I feel that I have some value in their lives, and especially when they want me to do something with them, or ask me questions, or ask me to do something with their homework, and so in a way, it really gives meaning to my life. I feel loved in a very special way, and I love the hugs. The hugs warm my heart, and makes me happy that I've helped in some way to create these thoughtful, careful, caring, and interesting young people. So I guess you could say that the benefit in my current life is that I am in touch with what's going on in the world today, and I feel loved and I feel important, and at least to someone. And in fact, whenever I really think about my life now at this age, I think that what's most important to me to go on being here is to find out what happens with my grandchildren as they get older, and they find out what they want to do with their lives and start making those kinds of contributions to the world. So I'm happy that I've had a part of that, and that these really special young people are going to make the world a better place. So that's kind of what I feel about my grandchildren. I'm really glad I have them, and I enjoy them every day. So then, what do I remember about my grandparents? Well, very, very different situation, because, I grew up in the 1940s and 50s, and grandparents weren't at all the way they are today. At least mine weren't. They were much more formal. They dressed formally. You never saw them in jeans or shorts or anything like that. And they died when they're in their 70s, so they never got to be the age that I am at 83 now. And they didn't live anywhere near us. So, and transportation was very difficult. So, we didn't get to see them very much, maybe just on holidays or on a summer vacation, something like that, maybe once or twice a year. So they really didn't enter into my world at all. They would always send cards and gifts and letters and things like that, especially when we did something special or went away to camp or something like that, or graduated. And but I really never talked with any of them in a personal way. There was always just they would come and be part of the family, and we'd participate with the family, but I never had an individual relationship with any of them. They were very interesting to observe, and to see how they interacted with my parents and what they meant to them. And I knew that they cared about me and loved me, and I wanted to make them proud of me. I never wanted to disappoint them. But we didn't have any internet, so we couldn't email or text or FaceTime or anything like that. And photographs were very very few. They were expensive, and so and little and black and white. So we didn't really, get to feel each other's lives that way. And telephone calls were very expensive. They was all long distance, and you only talked for 3 minutes. And usually the children didn't get to join in that because it was just very limited. Um, so my grandparents really didn't have a large impact on my life, not in a personal way. I appreciated that they were there and that they helped my parents and that we saw them at certain times. But um, it isn't anything like it is today. I'm really glad that I'm a grandparent in the circumstances today, and that we have many more ways of communicating, and that I'm not a formal person with have to always be dressed up with stockings and heels and be assume a different kind of a role. I really like it that we're much more casual, and that we can laugh together and join in things and play games and do things that I would never have thought of doing with my grandparents. So thank goodness that I live now, and that I have wonderful grandchildren in my life, and they are very, very important to me and make me feel happy and loved and cared for in so many ways. So that's the way I feel about grandparents. I think that it's wonderful to have grandchildren, and I'm so, so happy that I have the wonderful ones that I do have. So thanks, Ginger.